What are the odds? I'm Todd Wright. Let's find out. It's a huge weekend coming up. Biggest postseason weekend of the pro football season. 4 divisional games will set the conference championships, and then 2 from there go on, of course, to Super Bowl 54. And then the college national championship game coming up on Monday. But before we get to that, because I am a reader of the Identity Tampa Bay, I'm not only someone who participates. So we went through the whole Christmas movie thing. I'll bring that up again in 11 months. But they were mentioning top podcasts. And I didn't get top billing. That was left for Joe Rogan and Bill Simmons, who I believe had an HBO show for about as long as it took me to take a shower this morning. But I do want to thank the Identity Tampa Bay for mentioning me. Yes, the Todd Wright Toddcast has hit 75 episodes, just over 70 in its inaugural year of 2019, and we're looking to go to at least 100 in 2020. Just look for the Todd Wright Toddcast on your search engine. I'd love to have you listen in, and I'd love to have you subscribe. Thanks to the Identity Tampa Bay for the mention in Thursday's episode. All right, so NFL divisional playoffs. Vikings advance, and they'll go to face the San Francisco 49ers, the number 1 seed in the NFC. At the time of our taping, I see this as roughly San Francisco as a touchdown favorite. And a big reason why the Vikings are even in this game was a terrific coaching move, not made in-game, but the Saints certainly didn't adjust to it in-game. Last week, to beat the Saints, the Vikings took their talented edge pass rushers and didn't rush them off the edge. Brought them from the interior. Saints never adjusted. Saints had a bad game. In my opinion, deserved to lose, and Vikings advance, a touchdown underdog at San Francisco. The Ravens have been the show all year long. Haven't lost a game in 3+ months. They'll be at home against one of the hottest teams in the NFL, the Tennessee Titans. Look, we talked last week here on What Are the Odds about the Patriots not being an odds-on favorite to get back to the Super Bowl. And the Titans took them out a week earlier than I and other people expected. This game's probably all about how much Derrick Henry can do against the Ravens, because he did plenty against the Patriots. Titans under Mike Vrabel have to find a way to slow Lamar Jackson. There have been teams who have held him down in recent weeks, but it's a dynamic offense with Lamar and John Harbaugh, and why the spread is nearly 10. As is the spread on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs getting on to a projected AFC title game against the Ravens, which, if both advance, would be played in Baltimore. You can understand why the Chiefs are a prohibitive favorite. Of note, this is not last year's Chiefs that struggled against the pass. These Chiefs are much better in terms of their pass defense. That's going to make it difficult for Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins. Finding a way to get the ball to Hopkins against Tre'Davious White, a big deal in the Texans' comeback against the Bills. And then the final game, I am wearing the oldest of old school Seattle Seahawks jerseys. I don't tell you the name on the back. You can figure that out on your own. Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. It's a tall task for them to get back to the Super Bowl, because they are a run-based offense down to their 4th and 5th best running backs. But Green Bay relies on big games from Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, not so much Aaron Rodgers. Ask fantasy owners to win their games. That's why this is the lowest spread of the weekend in the NFL. And then Monday night, Clemson has been in the national title mix for roughly 5 years. They are nearly a touchdown underdog to LSU. Why? Just because LSU has solved every test all year. Clemson, in most people's minds, solved their first test against Ohio State, coming back from 16-0 down. Ironically, so did another former Clemson quarterback, Deshaun Watson, against the Buffalo Bills. Interestingly, this line has not moved. It's either going to be LSU in a blowout, or it's going to be one of the more memorable title games we've had probably since that Vince Young, Matt Leinart, Texas USC Rose Bowl. As we speak, the number is at 6. What are the odds? We'll check again next week. Thanks for watching.